So, you want to make more gold? Well, you've come to the right place. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make massive amounts of gold in little time with very little effort. Now, there are 3 things you will need in order to be able to do this method of gold making, and they are jewel crafting, enchanting, and a bit of gold you are willing to invest. For this, I would recommend at least 500 gold, although this method can still work with less amounts. If you do not have enough gold, or perhaps you still need to level up your professions, then click on the annotation you see on the screen now, which will take you to my gold farming guide, which will show you how you can make over 2,000 gold per hour. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is search the auction house for elementium ore. On my realm, it sells for between 20 to 30 gold a stack, so I generally don't go over 25 gold to keep my expenditure to a minimum. Next thing you want to do is to prospect all of this ore. This is going to take a few minutes, so I usually do this when I have nothing else to do. You will make more or less gold depending on what gems you get. Zephyrite, for example, is completely useless and will just get vendored, whereas Carmelian is very useful, as I will show you later on. Once I prospected everything, this is what I ended up with. So now you will use the gems to create items which will be disenchanted later on. First, you want to use nightstones, the hessonite, the alkite and the jaspers to make green quality rings and necklaces. With the Carmelian, you are going to be making Carmelian spikes, which will usually disenchant for 2 great celestial essences or 5 infinite dust. Now you've got all of your items, this is where enchanting comes in. You want to disenchant everything, even the blue procs you got. I tried selling the blue items, but generally they only sell for about 100 gold, and the heavenly shards you get would also sell for around that price. And the heavenly shards are almost guaranteed to sell, whereas the blue items often don't sell the first time around, so yeah. In the end, this is what I got after disenchanting everything. As you can see, I cut a few inferno rubies to make a bit of extra gold on the side. You can use the blue gems you got from prospecting to make gems to sell in the auction house, or just keep them for yourself in case you ever need it. So I left everything to sell overnight, and by the next morning everything had been sold. The good thing about this method of making gold is that there is no limit to how many times you can do this, because there are many people farming elementium ore, and the demand for the mats you're selling is so high that it's almost impossible to flood the auction house. Here are the calculations. As you can see, I spent just over 1,700 gold and ended up making nearly 3,800 gold, which gave me a profit of over 2,000 gold in about 10 minutes worth of work. So if you do this say 5 times a day, you'll be making over 10,000 gold profit. I hope you like this video, guys. I put a lot of effort into it, so if you could please leave a rating and comments, let me know if this worked for you. Have a nice day.